Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. So today's session is about sourcing Java developers using job boards. So in this training, I have designed for recruiters who are already into the recruitment industry and who know recruiting fundamentals. I will design one more training for those who are freshers completely, but this one is for someone who knows the recruiting fundamentals and already working as a recruiter, but want more confidence when working on Java roles. So, if, like again, you don't need to be technical to succeed here, right? The goal is to give you a practical sourcing techniques you can apply immediately. So let's start. All right. So training objectives. By the end of this training, as a recruiter, you should feel comfortable identifying Java developers, building better searches, and screening profiles with confidence. So, in this training, we are focusing on real recruiting scenarios, not computer science theory and all, right? Everything here is meant to help you make better sourcing and decision faster. So, before you start working on Java developer roles, you should know what is Java, right? So, Java is a programming language. I'm sure most of you already know as you are working as a technical recruiter. Just refreshing the memory. Java is a programming language that is most often used on the backend applications, right? So Java developers, they usually work on systems that power websites, apps, or internal tools rather than the visualization interface users area, which is particularly done by UI and UX developers. So this is why Java roles often appear in enterprise, finance, and large scale software environments. I'm not saying that the startup will not have it, they do have it, but primarily you will see Java roles often appears in big enterprise companies, financial companies, and large scale software environments. Common Java job titles. So Java developers rarely all use the same job title, right? Senior Java developer, backend Java developer. But many strong Java developers, they don't call themselves a Java developer. They call themselves a software engineer, senior software engineer, backend engineer. Right. This is why relying only on titles can cause you to miss good candidates. Always look beyond the headline. Don't always go for the title, right? Go into the skills and experience section, read about the candidate experience, what they have done, what tools they have used. So instead of going directly to the title, uh, in that way you may miss a good candidate. So always focus on the skills, not job titles. All right, so these are the most common skills you will see on a real Java developer profile. Java is definitely a programming language, right? But Spring or Spring Boot usually confirms that the candidate is doing backend development in production environment. REST APIs, SQL, and Git are strong signals that the candidate is building a real system, not just doing Java or learning Java. So always focus on core Java skills. Along with Java, Spring, Spring Boot, REST, APIs, microservices, SQL, Git. There are many more skills. We'll talk in next videos or in this video. But these are the very common core Java skills to focus on. Right. So these are Java frameworks and tools primarily used by Java developers. You don't need to know how these tools work. Your job is to recognize them. Spring and Spring Boot are the most important ones to remember. Hibernate and JPA usually relate to working with databases and all. Maven and Gradle are build tools and are commonly seen on experienced Java developer profiles. So whenever you are sourcing for a Java developer, I'm sure you will encounter multiple resumes on across, right, on job boards. So be cautious when Java appears only once in a long list of skills or when there is no explanation of how it was used. Strong Java developers usually mention Java repeatedly across roles or projects. If you don't see frameworks like Spring, Spring Boot, or backend context like HPA, JPA, and databases like SQL, Oracle, that profile may not be a true Java fit. Writing Java only in environment section will not make you a Java developer. So this is a basic Boolean search when you are searching for a Java developer, a backend Java developer primarily. So Java is a programming language, and Spring, which is a framework especially used for backend work in production environment. And title, we will not put it as specific as a Java developer or software engineer because it may narrow our search. So instead of Java developer, just write developer or engineer. So this way you will get the resumes who has Java and Spring on it, and developer or engineer as a title. Definitely you have to go through the resume, review the resume, search for the keywords like Java, Spring, Spring Boot, microservices, databases. But this way, your search will be broad and you will get a good number of results when you are searching for the candidates on job boards. So before I show you the basic search, and here we can improve our search using Java and Spring or Spring Boot in double quotes and backend or software engineer. This way, this will narrow a search a little bit, and you may not see front end developers or web developers. This will narrow our search with people with candidates who has Java and Spring or Spring Boot in the resume, and title mentioned as backend or software engineer. All right, so here we are using exclusions. Exclusions are like not. So let's suppose we are focusing on a mid-level Java developers or a senior Java developers. So what we can do is we can write Java and Spring as keywords, and exclusion not. We can add intern or student or Android. So again, why Android? Because you will find Android developers also using Java as Android Java, right? So this is also a skill in mobile development. So you want to avoid that if you're focusing on senior Java developers or a mid-level Java developers. Intern, definitely you will not be able to submit, or they will not qualify the requirement. Students, so using this exclusion help clean up your search results, but they should be used carefully. Right? Android developers often use Java, but their experience is usually mobile focused. That's the reason we are using Android here. If you are hiring for a backend Java, excluding Android can save a lot of time. Okay, now where to source Java developers? There are multiple job boards like Dice, Indeed, Monster, even LinkedIn is also there nowadays. LinkedIn is a strong for passive candidates and detailed work history. Different job boards serve different purposes. So Indeed often serves candidates actively applying. Dice tends to attract more technical professionals. So if you're looking for Java developers, which is definitely a technical role, I would suggest go to Dice first, then LinkedIn, then other job boards. Regardless of platform, right? Java developers often describe systems, APIs, and service rather than visual features. So always focus on skills. Right. Okay. So once you have the resume with you, this 30-second profile check rule will definitely save you a lot of time, and this gives you a quick mental checklist as well. Look for repetitive Java uses mentioned our frameworks like Spring and backend focus work, Hibernate, JPA, SQL, Oracle databases, right? If you can answer yes to all three, the profile is likely worth moving forward. Otherwise, look for the next. Strong versus weak profiles. So, strong Java profiles, they show consistency. Java appears across multiple roles, multiple projects, and the candidate explains what they built. Weak profiles tend to list Java without context, or mix it with many unrelated technologies without depth, right? Context matters more than the buzzwords. Don't just look for Java. If you get Java in the project, read what exactly they have done, right? What they have built using Java. Read the bullet points, understand the skill set. Just looking for a Java keyword will not help you out to shortlist your resume. If you want to identify strong versus weak profiles, read the resumes. The common recruiting scenarios: you may get a full stack Java developer role, you may get a junior Java developer role, you may get a senior Java developer role. So, for full stack Java developer roles, Java almost always refer to backend work. Front end technologies are usually separated, like React, Angular, JavaScript. These are the front end technologies. When evaluating seniority, focus on scope and responsibility. Seniors design systems and guide others, while juniors are still learning frameworks and best practices. So, if you go for a senior profile, let's suppose you are looking for a senior Java developers. So, focus on design architectures, system designs, design patterns. These are the keywords you will get mostly in the senior profiles. So these are the common sourcing mistakes I have noticed, even senior experienced recruiters doing it. So these are the mistakes, right? You should avoid narrow title searches. Don't only go for title searches. Ignoring Spring will cause you losing good talent in the market, or confusing Android and backend Java, right? This will reduce the candidate quality. Awareness of these pitfalls will immediately improve your sourcing results. So always focus on skills, not only title. Do not ignore Spring or a Spring Boot. Either a Spring or a Spring Boot should be there if you're looking for a Java developer. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the session. If you like it, please subscribe the channel. Hit comment section if you want to see more upcoming videos, and also if you want a more detailed video in sourcing, I can definitely help you out. I can create one more video in Boolean searches, how to create it, multiple styles, right? And always remember, to source a Java developer, or no matter what technical skills you are sourcing on, you don't need to be, a developer. You don't need to understand coding for that. All you need to do is understand the skills, what they do, what tool they use, read the resumes carefully, understand the experience, what they have built, talk to them, ask about the projects. If they are explaining well, they are the one you're looking for. Hit like and subscribe if you like the channel, like the video. Thank you. See you in the next video.